Well, we are getting some new insight from the Trump administration and a potential door to diplomacy when it comes to the U.S. and Iran. Now, while the administration says it wants to provide some space for talks to resume, the top U.S. military commander in the Middle East reportedly recommended halting the bombing campaign around the Strait of Hormuz, claiming it had reached the limit of its effectiveness. But concerns over the rapidly depleting munitions stockpile may have also played a role. NewsNation's Brandt is live at the White House. So, Hannah, what are you hearing from the administration?
Well, Nichole, we've now had, as you mentioned, a pause in this fighting 3 nights in a row without U.S. strikes on Iran after nearly 2 weeks of renewed fighting with the back-to-back attacks. But the reason for that pause differs depending on who you ask. And of course, we did ask the administration about it, but President Trump said this break is to give negotiations a chance. He told Axios in an interview today, "We are in very deep talks with Iran. If they don't work out, we will go back to very strong military action." But the president also saying he's not going to give the diplomatic process much time, telling Axios in that interview either it goes fast or not at all. But Axios also previously reporting that U.S. military commander Admiral Brad Cooper recommended stopping the strikes because they'd reached the limit of effectiveness, and also partially because of a shortage of critical U.S. missile interceptors. That's important because that could potentially leave American forces more vulnerable when they're trying to defend against Iranian attacks, especially notable concerning the recent attacks that killed 4 American soldiers earlier this month. Now, I asked the White House about this reported interceptor shortage, and Deputy Press Secretary Anna Kelly told me the U.S. has more than enough munitions, ammo, and stockpiles, though she did add President Trump has been pushing defense contractors to produce more. And U.S. Ambassador to the UN Mike Waltz also dismissed the idea that there's an interceptor shortage. Instead, he too stressed that this break in the strikes is to give negotiations a chance.
We are locked and loaded. Even more assets are going into theater, but he's giving talks some space. He's giving it a little bit of room. We've had both Oman and Iran and a number of our other negotiators engaged at every level, from the most senior levels all the way down to the technical level over the past few weeks, and particularly in the past few days.
President Trump has expressed some doubts that Iran is actually ready to make a serious deal. We've heard him say that repeatedly over the past couple of days. And tomorrow, the president has a key meeting that could be part of influencing the next steps in this conflict. He'll be sitting down with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu here at the White House. Netanyahu saying this morning in a post he's already on his way. He says Iran will be at the forefront of those discussions and that his goal is to safeguard Israel's security, strengthen its power, and expand the circle of peace. So we'll look ahead to that meeting, but the president certainly has a busy Tuesday because Ukrainian President Zelensky is also scheduled to be here at the White House to meet with the president. And it was just this weekend that Iran accused Ukraine of helping Israel in this conflict, saying that makes Ukraine a legitimate target for Iranian attacks. So we're seeing some intersection between the Ukrainian war and this war with Iran, Nichole.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.